All right, now I totally forgot, but there was one other thing that I wanted to discuss with you, rather show you, before we jump to that last break there. But we'll include it as a pretext this next segment before we jump into some more local stuff here. So this grabbed my attention. I originally saw the video posted on Twitter, and then of course did a little follow-up here. I found this article in the Morgan Citizen. What is that? Morgan County Citizen, rather. You find yours at morgancountycitizen.com. Morgan County school bus driver fired after caught on video pushing two young students. What? And of course, we do have the video. We'll get to that. A Morgan County school bus driver has been fired after being caught on video pushing two young students during a dispute on the ride home last Friday, September 9th. This is Morgan County, Georgia, of course. The Morgan County Board of Education voted unanimously to terminate James O'Neill, a bus driver with the Morgan County Charter School System since 2020, after reviewing videos that show O'Neill repeatedly pushing a 6-year-old boy and then pushing the boy's 10-year-old sister when she tried to intervene. After our investigation, the board voted to approve the bus driver's termination on Monday, announced Dr. Virgil Cole, superintendent of the Morgan County Schools. We certainly take all incidents involving any student and our staff seriously, and we'll work quickly and directly to address them. We'll not tolerate any inappropriate behavior or actions toward our students. Their safety is our #1 priority. The children who were pushed by O'Neill have permanently been pulled out of the school system by their parents. Good on you. Nene and Blake Carter, who are pushing for O'Neill to also face criminal charges, which I'll let you determine after you see the video what you think of that. The Morgan County Sheriff's Office is currently investigating the matter and will consult the District Attorney's Office about whether or not criminal charges will be filed against O'Neill. That decision is expected to be announced in the coming days. The Carters suspect racism is behind O'Neill's ongoing treatment of their children. But I thought, according to Marjorie Taylor Greene, racism isn't a problem. It's completely unacceptable, said Nene Carter. We do believe this was racially motivated. This is not the first time we've complained about this bus driver harassing our children. The accused bus driver is an older white male, and the two Carter children are black. On Friday, September 9th, Morgan County children poured into O'Neill's yellow bus as usual, but when one little boy boarded the bus, a dispute between the driver and the 6-year-old over where he should sit allegedly erupted. Oh, God. Two students who witnessed the incident filmed videos that were eventually uploaded to Facebook and began circulating on social media. The first video posted online shows the bus driver pushing a 6-year-old boy repeatedly before pushing the boy's 10-year-old sister, who tried to verbally intervene. There's another video if that seemed harmless. The second video shows the bus driver standing over the small children while pushing the boy back into his seat. Near the front of the bus, the 10-year-old sister standing next to the bus driver, trying to reach out for her brother. The girl shouts, "Stop pushing my brother," as the bus driver's seen repeatedly pushing the boy back into the seat. "Shut your mouth," the bus driver says to the girl as he continues pushing the little boy. The girl asks him to stop pushing her brother. When the bus driver appears to put his hands on the girl tells the bus driver to get your hands off. When the bus driver suddenly pushes her, causing the girl to stumble backwards. The bus driver then says to her, "What a pain in the neck you guys are, get back there." According to Nene Carter, the mother of two children pushed. She claims O'Neill told her 6-year-old to sit in the back of the bus when he boarded, which is not his usual seating assignment. I don't understand why he told him to sit in the back of the bus, being that's where the high schoolers are, back there, and the primary students, the normal students, sit right behind the bus driver. Yeah, even 1,000 years ago when I was a student, if you sit in the back of the bus, you're more likely to get the shit beat out of you by the older kids and all the asshole kids, by all the little racist assholes on your school bus. Safety issue, really. I don't understand why he told him to sit in the back of the bus. We already got to that. According to Carter, once the bus driver began pushing her son, He began crying, calling out for his big sister to help him. Carter said she's unhappy with how the school system initially handled the situation and believes O'Neill was only terminated because of the public pressure resulting from the videos going viral online. I feel like this explains why they removed the kids, a third time there. Because to me, it was obvious why you would want to remove your kids from the school. They're going to, I would feel like he was terminated because the story got more coverage than Morgan County charter school system would have liked. Said Carter was rumored that they were just going to send him to be restrained. Shit. The Carters also claimed that the school system's transportation manager, Alicia Lord, did not take complaints against O'Neill seriously in the past or in the latest incident caught on video. And Carter claims Lord blamed the children for the incident after first viewing the video. Of course. She said it was my son's fault for calling out for his sister. No. Bro. The fuck are you doing, like, picking kids up and shoving them? Your old ass doesn't get a fucking pass just because you're 9,000 years old. I don't get a fucking pass because I'm 8,000 years old. What? Of course he called out to his sister. This man was pushing him. He was scared. He's just 6 years old. The Carters also claimed Lord ignored multiple complaints against this particular bus driver in the past from multiple families. Lord declined to comment, citing that the matter is currently confidential due to an ongoing investigation involving personnel. The Carters have taken their children out of the school and are actively looking for a lawyer regarding the matter. My children are afraid to ride the bus ever again after this. Meanwhile, local law enforcement is on the case, pledging to perform due diligence after the school system at the sheriff's office to investigate, and the father of the children, Blake Carter, filed a police report. How long does it take to investigate this shit before somebody goes to jail? If I go next door and I smack one of my neighbor's kids, how long is it going to be before they, start kicking this fucking thing in? I'm just saying. How many days? I need to know how many days. I need to know how many days it's going to take for me to get arrested after smacking my neighbor's kids. I need to know how long it's going to take before I get arrested for filling a bus load up of kids and driving them across state lines. I need to know this sort of shit, I guess. Apparently, we all need to know this sort of shit in 2022, for crying out loud. Jesus Christ. Chief Deputy Keith Howard is overseeing the investigation. What's important for the public to know is that law enforcement was notified once the school system saw the video. They called and immediately asked for it to be investigated. We're in the early stages of the investigation. Apparently, there's stages, of course. We're going to investigate and follow the facts. Well, that's good. We're going to talk to everybody involved and discuss the options with the district attorney's office to see where to go from there. Okay. What exactly do you need to investigate with regard to fucking bald Santa Claus pushing a 6-year-old and then pushing a 10-year-old? What do we need to investigate? Who do we need to talk to about that? What sort of facts do we need to assess when there are multiple videos from, you're going to see different angles? Well, how fucking long does that take? Is there only one person investigating this shit too? The Morgan County NAACP obviously ain't taking no shit. An organization that continues to fight for equality and to eliminate race-based discrimination on all levels for our youngest and oldest citizens. The injustice many have seen regarding a recent incident on the Morgan County school bus involving the mistreatment of children in our own community is beyond words, said Pastor Lonnie Brown, president of the local NAACP. The NAACP cannot sit back and not speak out on this matter. We cannot continue to let children, especially black and brown children, be mistreated. If we do not stand up for our children, who will? Right. According to the Carters, both their children are traumatized from the incident. They had trouble sleeping at night. They're afraid to ride the bus. My son asked his father to ride the bus with him. Yeah. They're afraid to, already got to that. Every day to keep him safe because he's afraid. My daughter was in shock that he was pushed like her, that he pushed her like that. They kept asking, what do we do wrong? Why doesn't he like us? Just gonna guess on the answer on that. Before the pushing incident, the Carters had already complained about the same bus driver to the school system before. It's not the first time he's done something like this, said Nene Carter, who claimed the bus driver gotten into her daughter's face, mocked her when she threatened to tell her father about how he treated her. I know other families have had problems with him too, said Carter. We're not going to let this slide this time. Nene Carter thanked the local community for rallying around her family. This video spread across social media. We're so appreciative of the support we've received from the community. It's been just all love. We're very appreciative that the community is standing behind us to tell the school this type of injustice will not be tolerated. As said Carter, we're supposed to be one Morgan. We all have to stand up for one another, do the right thing to make sure this type of behavior is not tolerated. Our kids should be safe to get on the bus and go to school without being worried about being taunted and abused by the people who are supposed to protect them. And 100% on that. You know, I would give the bus driver the benefit of the doubt as to whether or not he's an absolute and complete fucking racist, but just not. It's not looking so good as far as my own personal judgments on that guy, just kind of based on, you know, based on what we see here. Look at that clearance, though. I mean, yeah, not looking so good if we're determining on whether or not the guy's a racist. But as far as whether or not that's you know, I don't know. Maybe I'm no prosecuting attorney, but perhaps in Georgia it's not criminal to be grabbing people's kids, pushing people's kids and things. I don't know. But I guess the investigation is ongoing, so we'll see what happens when it comes to it.